just have some thoughts, man, as I sit here, you know what I'm saying, during this corona pandemic. And I was reminded of it was a sermon that I once heard, and it was talking about Beethoven and how Beethoven, in his grandeur, in his greatness, one of the most prolific, if not the most prolific composers of all time, this man had a disability. He went deaf, especially towards the latter part of his life. And as he started to navigate through this disability, one of the things that history has told us is that he would actually admonish people people who were close to him, not to say anything. Because for any other profession, it wouldn't be a big deal. But for a profession such as his, somebody who was charged with, the artistic expression of music and creating music, sound is of the utmost importance. And one of his last words were that, "In heaven I will hear again." You know what I'm saying? And I think that that's very powerful. And, when you look at, Beethoven, when they laid him to rest, I think his body was blessed by like 9 priests. There were over 20,000 people at his funeral. And, I think I want to say that they even had the military involved in terms of crowd control because of how many people were at his funeral. And, it's crazy because he composed some of the most powerful, if not his most powerful pieces and compositions during the time of great disability, right? Not being able to hear in full function. And one of the things I wanted to encourage you all with today is we are in a time, a place in history whereby the entire world as we know it is going through something that we have never seen before, quite like this, right? There have been similar things that have happened, that have affected the world, and the world has come to a standstill, a stop, a pause, if you will. But nothing quite like this, especially in modern day history. And some of us are being handcuffed and we are being disabled, if you will, to be able to fully express our gifts, talents, and abilities in the way that we once did. But like Beethoven said, he said, "In heaven, I shall hear again. On the other side, I will hear again." And I know that it's not as great for some as it is for others, or it has been for others. But I want to encourage you in that on the other side of this season, on the other side of this storm, on the other side of the clouds and the rain, we'll hear again. We will compose again. We will perform again. We will do business again. We will teach again. We will play again. We will be again. I just wanted to encourage you. I don't know who needed to hear that today, but on the other side, we will be again.